Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're doing JNCIS-SP. This is the special certification of Juniper. In last class, we discussed regarding OSPF, basically the deployment or configuration of OSPF. We configure multi-area OSPF in the lab. Today we discuss about BGP. BGP means Border Gateway Protocol. It's only a single routing protocol which is used to connect different organizations. Okay. Basically, we use BGP to interconnect different ASN, and we can also use BGP as a internal routing protocol. So here, if we define or if we differentiate these categories, you can say BGP is two types. One is eBGP, that means external BGP, and another one is iBGP, that is internal BGP. Internal BGP used in a organization or in a AS, and eBGP will be used for interconnect different ASN. It can be public ASN, autonomous system number, or it can be with private ASN. Okay. So see the topology here. So BGP is the core routing protocol within the internet to communicate through the internet from one network to another network. That means one public network to another public network. You should configure BGP. So BGP is the only one routing protocol to interconnect internet or interconnect a remote network. Okay. You can also say BGP is a path vector routing protocol for inter-domain routing. See the picture. There is different ASN. ASN is 64502, 501, 504, 503. Different ASN. You can say this is a separate organization and those are connected. The routing protocol is BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. Okay, Border Gateway Protocol. So in that case, we use BGP because when we interconnect a different organization, in individual organization have their own recognition in internet routing protocol. It can be a AS number or it can be it can be their public IP addresses. Okay, so this is the way. And you can also say we can configure a static routing protocol between two AS number. And you can say we can configure IGP like WSPF and ISIS. You can say, but this is not logical or this is not feasible because IGP is no robust compared with BGP. That is the reason. Now, BCP handle IPv4 around 9 lakh rounds, 9 lakhs rounds. And this number of round respect to IPv4. If you consider IPv6, there is lots of routes there. So ICP basically not preferable solution or a preferable option for interconnecting to the internet. You can say one service provider to another service provider. Okay, you have to use BGP. Here, see The BGP views the internet as a collection of autonomous system. If you see the internet connectivity, if you see the internet connectivity, if you see as a S number, if you see internet as a S number, you see there are multiple S is connected with each other. Multiple S is connected with each other. Okay. In that case, you can say BGP views the internet as a collection of autonomous system number. So BGP is more scalable and offers greater amount of control through policy than a interware gateway protocol. And another option or another advantage is you can you have lots of option to manipulate your route. It can be for upload traffic, it can be for download traffic. You have lots of attribute in in BGP, but if you consider interior gateway a protocol like OSPF or ISIS, this is rare controlling mechanism. Okay, there is rare controlling mechanism. If you consider OSPF have only metric option. So one path, if one path is primary, another path will be the secondary. So you can prefer one path at a time for upload and download traffic. But in BGP, you can manipulate upload traffic, you can manipulate download traffic with the BGP using the BGP attribute. So that is the advantage of BGP. More controlling option is there. What is BGP part 2? This is another section. So see here, an AS is a set of routers that operate under the same administration. Basically, you can say one is a service provider. If I consider in our country, that is Bangladesh, one is means one organization or one service provider, and one service provider have number of routers. It can be one, it can be two, it can be more than two. Okay, and some administration or some administrator operate those routers. So here is means you can say one organization, you can say one service provider, and controlling some routers or maintaining some routers within this AS number. Okay. And BGP uses the routing information to maintain an information base of network layer visibility information. Basically, BGP use multiple NLRI. You can say BGP used for IPv4, BGP used for IPv6, BGP used for MPLS L3 VPN, that means MPBGP. For MPBGP, you can use BGP. So there are multiple NLRI. Okay, there is multiple NLRI you can enable in BGP. Class-based routing protocol that supports prefix routing. You can you can route your prefix for your user upload traffic or for your user download traffic. It can be, or normally it's happened based on prefix. Based on prefix. Manipulation is happened based on prefix. Why should you use BGP? See here, one customer is connected, one service provider. One customer is connected, one service provider. That is single connection. That is single connection. Okay. So if you use your BGP, That is better option, but you can use here static routing. You can use here static routing. This connectivity is called the single home. If you consider multi-home connectivity, internet interruption, see here, another customer A is connected with ISP A and ISP B. This connectivity is called the multi-home. One customer is connected with two or more than two internet service providers. In that case, in that case, you should, you should, or you have to use BGP because static routing have some limitations. There is no dynamic feature in static routing, but in BGP, there is lots of dynamic feature. If service provider goes down, your traffic automatically switch over to another ISP. This is happened automatically. No need any manual interruption. Okay, so this is the you can say this is the advantage of BGP. Why you use BGP? Another option here, why should you use BGP? BGP is typically used in large enterprise environments where multiple ISP connection exist and all service provider environments. Consider here, one customer is connected to different service provider. One service provider is connected with another service provider, or you can say in our country, BDIX exist. So BDIX, there are lots of service provider is connected and they share their route, the BDIX route server, and all over the country, ASN is interconnecting through that server. So it is make it is made easy because of BCP. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay. So in that case, for large environment, you have to use BGP. Otherwise, it will be complex. When should you use BGP? Another part is here. Reason to use BGP, portable IP addresses. For IP address space that are portable addresses, you need BGP. So there is another option here. Non-portable addresses does not mean private IP address. IP address of an ISP with their own AS numbers and that you have granted. You can say this customer is it's a normal customer and there is no public AS and there is no IP address there. Customer just lease public IP addresses from the service provider, but they have multiple connection from multiple service provider. In that case, you have to use BGP. Otherwise, you have to maintain manual configuration or manual things. Maybe my slide is wrong. Slide have no other part. What is the reason? This is last slide, but other slide is blank. Maybe some mismatch or something wrong. Okay. Why should you use BGP? Part 2, portable address means that you have own AS number and you will retain the address space, but just change the ISP handle and your company. So you can change anytime. You have own AS number, you have own IP addresses, you can change anytime your service provider. It's portable. Just switch one service provider to another service provider and announce your prefix through BGP, you will get internet. No issue. That is very simple. Okay. So my slide have some, I don't know why it's happened. So without slide, it's difficult to continue. Let's check this one. Maybe copy pasting mistake or something like this. This is deployment. This is not the fundamentals. Mm, that is my mistake, big mistake. So in that case, I will not continue today's class. So that's all for today. I'm very sorry for my slide. It's a big mistake.